It is March 24th, guys. Hey, it's Kendra here on Growing the Spark. I am out in the garden and checking out some of the raised beds and just going to take care of some of these weeds. I've noticed in this bed in particular, when I went to pull weeds, there are quite a few leftover carrots. Ew. So anyway, the worms will love them. Really, they're going to love anything from here that I give them. Hi guys, I found a whole bunch of music garlic in the garage that has sprouted. So I'm going to go ahead and plant that in one of my beds that had potatoes in it. So I need to I'm going to clean all of it out, and then I will get this music garlic planted in there, and hopefully it'll do okay, since I'm planting really early in the spring instead of in October, but I guess we'll find out. So, all right, let me get to cleaning, and then I'll start plopping those in there. All right, the patch is pretty cleared out. I've separated all my garlic cloves. There's 21. I was hoping there'd be an even amount, but that's okay. So we'll do probably 2 rows of 10, one of 11. And I think what I'm going to do is use the hard neck stalk here in the center to kind of dig the hole in the ground and see how that works out. All right, so let's try it out. Let's see. We'll start one here. I don't want them too close to the edge. I want to give them plenty of room, but I feel like that's deep enough. I'll give it a little shake. And then I'll just pick my first clove, get it down in there, cover it, and then I'm going to top dress all of this. So I'm going to continue with my rows around my strawberries, actually, and we'll get them all on the ground. All right, here they are all laid out and ready to be planted. And here they are planted and top dressed. I will come back and cover them with mulch. Another thing I need to tackle today is some of these blackberry vines. I like doing this right at the beginning of spring because you can see, obviously, the new and the old. A lot of these are old vines that are just ready to be taken out, and there's a new one trying to make a new home. So I need to follow them, take out the old, follow the new, and just keep it manageable. They grow really tall, obviously, so I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Another project for today is gathering dandelions before we mow. They are so big and beautiful, and so I've gathered a whole bunch to make some dandelion jelly and some dandelion tea. And I have the dandelions laid out on a sheet pan that I'm going to use for tea. That way they can dry as much as possible in the sun, and then I will let them dry further in the house. I will show you the end product of the dandelion jelly after it goes through its initial process. And now it's time to prep our lettuce area. Hey guys, Kendra here. It's actually Easter, but it's been a beautiful day, so after we went out and about, we came home and just kind of enjoyed our outside time. So I went ahead and planted some russet potatoes that were sprouting in some grow bags earlier. So I planted 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those and marked those. So they're in 3 grow bags over by the potato area. And I actually have some potatoes coming up. I'll put a picture in there. But I went ahead and cleared out my lettuce area because I wanted to get some lettuce and spinach in. So I have some lettuce started inside. I don't know how well it's going to do though. I'll probably have to come back out and just direct sow it. But I'm going to plant this Tundra organic spinach, and It was from Territorial Seed. It is something I've never grown before. It has glossy dark green leaves. They're supposed to, be upright and easy to harvest, which, I mean, that's great. Don't start inside. So as usual, 1/2 inch deep, 1 inch apart, 2.5 months before our last frost date. So we're good to go here. I'm going to go ahead and put on one side over here, I'm going to have, it's kind of hard to see here. I'm going to have lettuce, and then, oh, there's the hawk. And then over here, I'm going to have some spinach. So I'm not going to go overboard this year, just a few plants of each and keep it easy because I have another spot that I'm going to be doing lettuce and spinach. So I don't need to go overboard. I just kind of take what I need as I go and it'll continue. So I'm going to go ahead and plant some of these in the ground and label them. So, all right, we will see you later. This was my potato patch area from last year, and you can tell there's plenty of potatoes volunteering. I believe that they are red Norland and blue Adirondack potatoes, so I'm anxious to see how many we can dig up. And here are those russet potatoes I mentioned earlier that I just went ahead and planted in grow bags. So there are 3 in one bag and then 2 in each of the others. Oh, and I forgot to mention that with both my lettuce and my spinach, I added some worm, the dirt that we pulled from the worm bin, I added those in there too. So I went ahead and planted 6 of these new tundra spinaches. So we'll see what happens. While I was out in the garden, I went ahead and grabbed some kale for our Easter dinner. So always great to be able to grab something fresh from the garden. And here was the dandelion jelly I had mentioned that I had made earlier. And it's just sitting in the fridge and cooling down. I forgot to cut the batch in half because I only make refrigerator jelly and I don't can it. So refrigerator jelly doesn't last as long. But I recently read that you can freeze jelly. So I'm going to try and freeze the larger jellies and see how that goes. And I'll let you know. All right, thank you for popping in and seeing an update. And please let me know if you make anything with dandelions or if you've frozen jelly in the past. Let me know how that goes. I'm really interested to see kind of what I can do with quick jelly making because I have a lot of blackberries and I'd love to be able to freeze the blackberry jelly as well. All right, guys, thanks again. I can't wait to learn from you as, we learn ourselves. So, I hope you had a wonderful Easter and, welcome in April. Bring on spring. See you next time.